Hello everyone, Rommie Lee here, and welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I'm joined here by Squeakies, who's laying on my leg, because, you know, she must always have my attention. Hey Squeakies. So, where we last left off, we revealed that, oh geez, I forgot his name. Sotaru? He was actually, a police detective, and he turned out to be a pretty cool guy, actually, and he's gonna bring in the next witness. Jeziel Britt? Was that her name? I between this recording and the last one, I went and got something to drink, tried to clear my sinuses a bit, so my voice sounds a little better, hopefully. But without Squeakies, what do you want? Without further ado, let's jump right back into it. Save complete. Alright, let's do this. I'm very excited. Just as excited as I am for Stone Ocean coming out this December. Yes, we know. Excellent work, Ryonosuke. That was superb. Ugh, my heart was in my mouth the entire time. It was almost unbelievable. I mean, looking at you in there, you were drenched in sweat, your eyes popping, your knees knocking, and you were grinding your teeth, just like me every day at work. It was a grim sight, but before I knew it, you started finding inconsistencies in the testimonies. I think you might have a natural talent for being a lawyer. Forget it, it's terrifying. If I get through this, I don't ever want to see the inside of a courtroom again. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, it looks like we've exposed your Phantom Lady at last. Oh yeah. Miss Jeziel Britt. A student from Great Britain, is she? That's what I was trying to tell everyone from the start. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone. There was a young woman with him, like I've been saying all along. Yes, you have, haven't you? I might not be overly confident in the courtroom, but my powers of observation are the one thing I am sure of. Yes, I can see that. So, about this young gentlewoman. Thanks to our detective friend, she was hastily escorted away from the scene, it seems. Hey, Squeakies. Who's your good Squeakies? Whenever I pet her, she digs her claw into my leg. Did you see what happened with that? No, I didn't see any of it. I was just on my way out of the restaurant myself. Then, on the floor next to Dr. Wilson's table, I noticed there was a gun lying on the floor. And just after I bent down and picked it up... Chicka-bah! I didn't have time to think about where the sound of the gunshot had come from. The waiter ran over to me, looking as white as a sheet, and he bundled me into some sort of small pantry next to the kitchen. How strange. Fast thinking by the detective. He apprehended his suspect without a moment's delay. Yes, and because I was shut in the pantry, I have no idea what happened outside in the dining area. I'm gonna say this is Mikotoba. Ah, there you are. Well done, both of you. Yes. Professor Mikotoba. Well, it seems I was right. The pair of you make an outstanding team. You've exceeded my expectations, I have to say. Yes. It seems you planned this from the start. You arranged things so that I wouldn't be able to act as a lawyer in this trial. Our modern country is still in its infancy. Our justice system even more so. Which is why I firmly believe that we need to send our brightest young stars overseas to learn all they can. I wanted to avoid a situation that may have resulted in your study tour to Great Britain being cancelled. Well, it makes no difference. Lawyer or otherwise, I am the kind of man who can't help his best friend avert the worst crisis of his life. I shouldn't waste everyone's time by going to study overseas anyway. What are you saying, Kazuma? What are you saying? So that's your stance. I was afraid you'd feel that way. Kazuma! Well then, it looks like it all comes down to you, young man. To me? Yes. You need to prove your innocence and uncover what really took place in that restaurant. I must say, I very much want to know the truth. After all, I have a personal connection to this case. Come to think of it, he said the same thing earlier in the morning, didn't he? If you don't mind me asking, Professor, did you know the victim? Yes, I did. As you're probably aware, Dr. John H. Wilson was a visiting professor at Yume. And it was I who invited him. Oh, that I see. I didn't know that before. Anyway, you're about to go into battle. The victim was a university professor from Great Britain, and a well-known one at that. Naturally, our government is looking to identify and punish the culprit as quickly as possible. But let's not forget who we're going up against. The gentlewoman whose involvement our police bureau went to extraordinary lengths to hide. Yes, and I'm sure the prosecution will be using every tool at their disposal to quash your case. But I've no doubt that you pair will put up a good fight, right to the last. Best of luck. Thank you! Now then. I need you to run an errand at the university at once. There's something I think we may need. Of course. Good luck, Kazuma-sama. Defendant Naruhodo! Court recess is over. I heard the judge killed it at the dodgeball game. No one managed to hit him. He won like 20-0. It was insane. History in the making. Please make your way back inside the courtroom at once. Get in there. It's time. Let's get back to it, partner. Let's go in there and deal a decisive blow before those old fossils know what's hit them. Yeah, Kazuma's cool. I like him. Kazuma. What? Thank you, really. What for? Well, if you hadn't said you believed me, then I'm fairly sure I'd already have been found guilty by now. Look, I have faith in you. As a lawyer and as a friend. Coming from you, that means a lot. Is that his theme? If I'm found guilty in this trial, he's really going to give up on his dream of studying abroad. That's the kind of true friend he is. So this isn't just my battle anymore. Whoever we're up against, we absolutely cannot afford to lose. And I remembered to bring a drink this time, not to hurt my throat. Alright then. I'll save the thank yous for after the trial. You can treat me to one of those sukiyaki meals I like from Yume Cafeteria on University Street. Ha 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 ha. With an extra large portion, of course. Oh, you think I'm made of money? I like saying that when I say that to Matt sometimes when we talk about like ordering dinner, like at the card shop. He'll be like, "Yeah, can I get?" He likes to get the chicken nuggets, which they're deceptively delicious. Because when you think Chinese food, you don't think, "Oh, let's order chicken nuggets." He likes to get nuggets with a pint of pork fried rice, and then he's like, "Hey, can I get a pint of white rice too?" I'm like, "What do you think? I'm made of money?" So I tend to order a dish that comes with a complimentary white rice, and I just give it to him. Anyways, the court resumes. The court hereby resumes the trial of Ryonosuke Naruhodo. Prosecutor Aochi, have you managed to subpoena the witness? Yes, Your Excellency, against all odds. And thanks to a certain young stripling, the prosecution is now under rather painful scrutiny from the government. Good. Ugh. Don't apologize. Let the government scrutinize. That's their job. That's nothing to worry about. It's highly unlikely that the good relations we've forged with Great Britain will emerge from this trial unscathed. Will you still think it's nothing to worry about when the new treaty breaks down and our nation founders? Again, terribly sorry. If the friendship between our nations is really so fragile, then the treaty isn't worth the paper it's written on. You really have nothing to worry about, Ryonosuke. What do you mean? A secret trial, anxiety over some foreign government's opinions, a bungled investigation, missing witnesses. Is this what our nation's justice system is? Is this the Supreme Court of Japan or of England? Shut up! Shut up, you jumped-up rookie boy! You and your friend know nothing. Nothing of the situation our nation finds itself in. By aligning ourselves with this great world power, we'll become strong. Diplomacy has never been more critical. Steady political maneuvering is what will secure our futures. Yeah. I won't deny that I'm no expert. I'm just a student, and one who could arguably study harder too. But standing here now in our Supreme Court, there's one thing that I feel very strongly. A country that fails to uphold the truth in its justice system is a country with no future at all. Strong words. Ooh. Oh. Well said, Ryonosuke, despite the wide-eyed look of terror. You little brats! Thank you, Counsel. This court is the pinnacle of our nation's justice system, and exists solely for the pursuance of truth. With that in mind, this trial will now resume with the next witness taking the stand. The visiting student from Great Britain, Miss Josiah Brett. Yes. Your Excellency! I like how he slammed his head on the table. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh my. Oh dear. So fashionable. And of course you have to have the super elegant music. Well, what a delight it is to welcome such a fine gentlewoman to Japan. And from such a distant land. You know, I was wondering if they were gonna pull this crap again, like with, oh, what was her name from the third game? The frickin' evil twin girl who had everyone wrapped around her finger. Tea! Someone bring English tea. In England, no discussion takes place without tea. Is that true? No idea. So, could we possibly trouble you to state your name and occupation for the court? Of course. Not you! You know, I could see Ida from My Hero, like his voice actor playing this guy. My name is Sotaru Hosonaga. I have been working undercover as the head waiter at Le Carnival. Yes, we know all about you already. Inspector Hosonaga, where are your manners? In England, it's always ladies first. Is that true? No idea. I miss these games so much. More importantly, a little earlier today you said something to me. You said your powers of observation are the one thing you're sure of. Oh yeah, I think I did, didn't I? Yet your description for this amazing sight was simply a woman. Sorry, Ryonosuke, but powers of observation aside, your powers of description are sorely lacking. Guilty. So, dear lady, once again, if we may trouble you for your name and occupation, please. I wanted to do something, but like the ideas wouldn't come to my mind. Like, oh my god, it's a Tuxedo Mask. I can't read that, although the cursive looks almost as bad as my actual cursive. So I take it she's supposed to be speaking, like, English. British English. Ugh. Someone say something! I'm terribly sorry, dear lady, but what? You gotta speak Japanese. The lady says her name is Giselle Brett. She comes from London, England. We already knew that. She's a visiting research student, currently enrolled in Yume University's medical faculty. Oh my, what a rare treat to hear the dulcet tones of the delightful language of the British people. I'm afraid I don't understand a word you said, but it was as beautiful as a hummingbird's song. As far as I can tell, the detective is translating her words faithfully enough. Yeah, I agree. You'll obviously do fine in England, Kazuma. Her English doesn't rattle you at all, does it? Nor you. You've clearly been paying attention in your English classes, Ryonosuke. The court thanks the beautiful lady for taking the stand. Now, if it may trouble you to confirm something, Miss Brett. 3 days ago, at a restaurant called La Carnival, a grim murder took place. The court has been led to believe that you were dining there with the victim, Dr. Wilson, at the time. Is that correct? Yes, I see. She says, yes. This could take some time. So even though she's studying here in Japan, she can't speak any Japanese. This is an interesting concept for an Ace Attorney. She'd like to apologize for disappearing from the scene. She says that she was due to make a presentation at the university, so she had to leave immediately. Interesting, when you're the one who engineered her escape. I was just following special orders from the Bureau. Well now, dear lady, would you be so kind as to cast your eyes over this photographic print? Seeing as you were so unfortunately present at the scene of the crime, could it be that your resplendent eyes caught sight of the wicked perpetrator, perhaps? Well, now, hold on. She didn't get a translator for that. Hold on. She's lying. She's freaking lying, everybody. Apparently, it was a very frightening and sorrowful sight. Do you mean to say? Yes. It would appear the lady did witness the crime. The very moment when the accused, standing right there in this courtroom, shot the victim in cold blood. Oh, God damn it! Order in the court. Did you hear that, Your Excellency? Here we have an absolutely conclusive witness statement. Well, it looks like it's clear now. Clear who our real enemy is. Kazuma, no, please! Unfortunately, I'll have to ask you to formally testify, if you please. Kindly tell the court the exact nature of this frightening and sorrowful sight you described. Yes. Alright, everyone. Brand new witness testimony. Let's do this. A frightening and sorrowful sight. I had arranged to meet for a slightly late luncheon with Dr. Wilson that day. The professor was unable to eat, so I ordered for myself only a beefsteak. A lady that eats steak? Yes, please. After a while, the accused came over to greet the professor, and they got into a fierce argument. Then, not long afterwards, the accused took the professor's gun and shot him right before my eyes. I don't carry a gun myself, so obviously I couldn't have been the culprit. That makes complete sense. Ryonosuke, I find you guilty. No! I didn't have any kind of argument with the professor at all. Quiet, you filthy wretch! Look at you, you black-hearted blackguard. And look at this snow-white angel. I'm sure even a dark-minded scoundrel like you can imagine whose words the court is going to believe. You're still making the same mistakes, Ryonosuke. You mustn't blurt out when you're goaded like that. That's a lesson you need to learn. But he's so annoying. Of course, I was at the scene as well. I took statements from this lady and 2 witnesses who testified before, and reported back to the bureau. Oh. It was decided that Miss Brett was not involved, so I let her go. The testimonies of the last 2 witnesses were completely worthless, however. Well, even so. On the day in question, the lady was wearing the same outfit as she is today. Ooh, fashion faux pas. As you could see, there was nowhere about her person where she could conceal a firearm. You sure about that? That's what I was saying. I would think she could hide a gun almost anywhere in that outfit if she wanted to. Unless and until the precise location where the witness is to have hidden a weapon can be shown, this is moot. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. You could, like, tuck it behind the wing of that swan on your hat. Those are the witness's own words on the matter. Ugh, that's ridiculous. If only I was allowed to lift up. Oh, Ryonosuke, what the? No, I'm not repeating that. Don't think about doing anything rash, Ryonosuke. But I didn't fire the gun I picked up. There must have been another gun there that day. You're right about that. Which means this lady was hiding a gun somewhere. Maybe she had a boot gun like Bayonetta. Yes, that's what we have to prove now. And to do so, we will need to pull her testimony apart. Oh, what's with that wry smirk? She's evil! The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Excellency. I'm glad he hasn't raised his hand at all. Alright, let's get into it. Press everything! Not so fast. After 2 p.m., in fact, it's really quite a late lunch, isn't it? You don't keep up with the latest fashions from Britain, do you? Late luncheons are in vogue, isn't that right? Oh wow, she actually spoke. No. Ooh. A decisive English no has quite a sting to it. The gentlewoman is currently working in the victim's research laboratory, it seems. So it was apparently a daily occurrence that they would lunch together. But on that day in question, the victim had another appointment at the clinic first. Yes, which we can prove from the medical report card that was submitted as evidence earlier. That's right. Miss Brett and the victim went to lunch following the victim's treatment, which is why it was so late. Yes, that all makes perfect sense. Such wonderful logic. What a shining example of English intelligence this fine gentlewoman is. Is there a problem with the term lady? Because that was, I assumed calling them a lady is like the female version of gentleman. Unless I'm... Or no, lady's supposed to be the opposite of lord. So maybe that's why they're saying gentlewoman. I don't know. Shut up. So you both arrived at the restaurant. What happened next? I love my raspberry tea. He was unable to eat, you say? And that was because he had just had a tooth removed at Hada Clinic, correct? That's right. You're supposed to actually check with the witness before answering? Was Miss Brett aware of that fact? It seems so, yes. She had heard that the professor was to have some dental treatment. So that would mean that it was you who ate the steak pictured here. Is that right, Miss Brett? That's right, yes. The print you have there shows the table exactly as it was left after the horrifying events. Exactly as it was left. Dear me, what a harrowing experience! To have traveled to a distant island on the far side of the world and be embroiled in such a tragic incident. Have no fear, my dear lady. I swear I will crush the evil fiend that has subjected you to this terrible plight. Jeez. So the victim, Dr. Wilson, had nothing to eat or drink at all. That's right. Other than some carbonated water. Just water. Yes. The professor was unable to eat, but he had been given permission to drink water. So it appears that the diners toasted their lunch with a glass of water each. They each raised a glass of carbonated water. What do you think, Ryonosuke, about the witness's last statement? It's very meaningful. Hopefully. You gotta work on those slaps, Ryonosuke. That last statement of yours, Miss Brett, has a profound bearing on this case. Well, well, how fascinating. Do tell us, what is this profound bearing, I hadn't got that far. The significance of that statement will become apparent when the time is right. The defense calls for the witness's last statement to be formally added to the testimony. Well, I was gonna say step-sided. Well, sidestepped, counsel. Very well. Miss Brett, kindly repeat what you just said to be added to your official testimony. Well, even the mask can, like, do the eye smile thing. Gladly, she said. That was brilliant, Kazuma. I'm going to remember that one. And make sure my descendants remember it as well. Which one? The significance will become apparent when the time is right. I could really use that phrase. I'd hope there are some more useful tips you're picking up from this experience than that, Ryonosuke. I ordered a beefsteak for myself and the professor and I said cheers over a glass of carbonated water. Alright everyone, we gotta be very concise here. Do we have enough? There were two pictures, right? Alright, so there's one glass. I'm not sure if this is like the moment though. Like, where's the other glass? Yeah, so there would be two glasses. Let's oh, I guess that don't matter. There'd be an indicator if there's something I could check, right? We're gonna go for it. Take this! Yeah, we got it! That's it! Let me just confirm something, please. It's to do with this photographic print. So excitable. Just a short while ago, you spoke of this print showing the victim's table at the crime scene. That it was exactly as it was left. That is correct, the lady says. Well, that is, it's odd. Very odd. Dear me. What's odd is the defense's inability to express itself. Shut up. Ryonosuke, what is it about the print that looks odd to you? Well, obviously, it's the cheers. The cheers? Miss Brett just told us that she and the professor said cheers over a glass of water. But if that's true, There should be 2 glasses on the table, not 1. Ah. You're quite right, Counsel. There's only 1 glass pictured here. Irrelevant. Are we supposed to be impressed by this nitpicking over minutia? Minutia? It's minutia, right? That's how that's spelled. I've never seen it spelled. What possible difference does the presence or absence of a glass make on the case? Minutia, you say? Could it be that the detective here removed the glass from the table to conceal this the lady's presence? Of course not. I would never do something so reckless. But there should have been 2 glasses on the table. Or are you going to try to tell me you get clink with only 1? You're quite right. I certainly took 2 glasses to the table. Uh-oh. Inspector, what did the lady say? It would seem there is an imposter among us. It would seem that it was Miss Brett who took the glass from the table. What? It was all so terrifying, everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I'd been there at all, she's saying. Good gracious! Sorry. There, as I assured the court before, this is of no consequence at all. Oh, please. We must remember that this student had just murdered this lady's luncheon companion before her very eyes. Who could blame her for concealing a glass or 2 in her state of disarray? Well, now hold on. If you have nowhere to hide a gun, then where could you hide a glass unless you just carried it out? That's absurd! No, really. So do we take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable, young, and beautiful woman of mischief? What? Yes. No. This can't be put down to mischief. I'd like to know exactly how the lady took the glass from the scene. It would seem that she slipped into a small handbag she was— oh ho ho! A small handbag, you say? Small enough to carry a gun? Got her. A handbag, you say? It's all the rage overseas. Yes, Your Excellency. A small handheld pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England. So, the beautiful lady has very graciously explained how and why she removed the glass from the scene now. However, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. This student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning, but in the end, it comes to nothing. Okay, Boomer. No more pretentious accusations. You have wasted enough time already. Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed this glass. I think henceforth we could consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. Counsel for the defense, are you in agreement? Well, I don't know really. If you want to pursue this matter further, you're going to need to show that it has some deeper significance. Yes, you're right. So, she took the glass away in her handbag. If there's a deeper significance there, it's going to have to wait for next time. Well, everyone, I will leave this off here. I'm really having a lot of fun. I sometimes feel like I should break these up into shorter episodes, but I don't know if that's best for a game like Ace Attorney. But regardless, I have fun. So, join me next time. I'm not sure if we're going to, like, prove she's the killer in the next one, but we're definitely working up towards it. Once again, this has been Rommie Lee, And if you like what you see, feel free to like and subscribe. And as always, I will see you in the next video. See you around!